Also in Indianapolis, father of two is the latest of the victim of deadly violence on our streets. Metro Police found a badly wounded 32-year-old Clarence Havard of Indianapolis last night near Cornelius and Bernard Avenues on the north side. Medics took him to the hospital. He died there a short time later.
The recent violence in our city has put a well-known community activist in the middle of a dust-up over a controversial police tactic that is aimed at stopping crime. Steve Jefferson has more on what the tactic entails and the city's latest murder victim.
This is the intersection of Indy's latest homicide. The victim's family is calling for peace in the streets as police work with community leaders hammering out how they should deal with the violence. Brenda Edwards shared photos of her murdered nephew, 32-year-old Clarence Havard. Officers found Havard, a city employee, shot Wednesday night around 10 at Cornelius and Bernard Avenue, now marked with balloons in his memory.
And they need to stop this violence because they don't realize how much they're tearing families apart by doing this.
Havard graduated from the Career Center, a proud moment in his life, but none more than spending time with his two sons, 12 and 6 years old.
He was an excellent father. They loved him dearly.
The gunfire that killed Havard is part of a violent crime wave happening citywide and not just in crime hotspots. So Faith Patrol activist Reverend Charles Harrison strongly suggested for officers to start stop and frisk, a suggestion met with sharp resistance. Harrison met with the police union president.
But we would not support a method where our officers would just randomly stop people and pat them down to see if they had a gun on them.
I feel a whole lot better now that there are other ways to address my concerns without stop and frisk.
Harrison and Snyder will continue to brainstorm ways to address Indy's violence for more peace in the streets. The family hopes anyone at this intersection at the time Clarence was gunned down will come forward with information. If you can help, call Crime Stoppers. The telephone number is 262-TIPS. Back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you.